Hello, welcome to another Damien 6 Mod Nation showcase. Today we're taking a look at middle-aged Seram, the elemental Conflux. This nation is based on the Conflux faction from Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the Armageddon's Blade. You know, the one with all the neutral elementals in it, that they replaced the controversial Forge. I actually really like the Conflux nation, but there wasn't that much material about it. So I had to come up with a lot of my own stuff, basically the entire roster. You might also notice that it is called Serum now. It used to be White Spire in Domains 4 and 5. White Spire was just one of the random names for Conflux towns, but apparently the nation got an official name in one of the Ubisoft Mobile Heroes of Might and Magic gacha games. So it's Serum now. And man, Ubisoft really ran the franchise into the ground. So, starting site is the Elemental Conflux that gives us an elemental gem per turn of each variety and an astral pearl per turn. The main gimmick of this nation is battle summons, but let's take a look at the units. The Pixie is a flyer, a weak flyer that has magic being, stealthy, force survival, and ambidextrous. They have two attacks, a light lance and sleep touch, and leather cuirass, so they are very fragile. There is also the sprite, the upgraded commander version. That's a scout, a cheap scout. Backhand warrior, backhand archer, backhand commander, and backhand priest. They all are just indie commander, indie priest, indie soldier, swordsman, and indie archer with shock resistance 3, fire resistance 3, and cold resistance 3. They are filler. Then we have the half elemental troops and commanders. Arctic sharpshooter has a frost bow that deals armor-piercing cold damage. Precision 12, cold resistance, snow move, strength of winter 20, and ice protection. The commander version, called the Arctic Ranger, is a water 1 mage with a 20% chance to get another level of water, and adept researcher. The Demolisher is a very well armored, see the total protection is 20, soldier with a stone maul that has a shatter effect attached to it. So they hit very hard, they open up castles, they have siege bonus 4, and they do not need to eat. And since all of these beings are half elementals, they also have higher magic resistance than normal. The commander version is called the Earthshaker. It's an Earth 1 mage with a 20% chance to get another level of Earth. The Warden of Fire has proper armor, a spear, fire resistance, castle defense bonus, firepower 1, and bodyguard 2. The commander version, called the Guardian of Flame, is a fire 1 mage with a 20% chance to get another level of fire, and no bodyguard because that's a commander. The air elemental is the Tempest. She has 2 short swords and a single shot lightning strike that deals damage in an area. She has some armor but no shield. However, she has shock resistance, floating, she's not a flyer, air shield 50, and ambidextrous 2. So they can dish out quite a lot of damage, especially if buffed up. The commander version is the Twister. She is an Air 1 mage with a 20% chance to get Air 2. The capital only sacred is the Astral Warrior, who is a soldier with Sacred, Magic Being and Magic Power 1. However, they also have a secondary shape. After they take some damage, they become Astral Projections, and I will show them off a little bit later. We have some other mages. The Elementalist has a guaranteed chance to get 2 levels of an elemental path and another guaranteed elemental path level. Capital only. The Astral Spirit has Astral 1 and a 20% chance to get Astral 2. Has a Paralyze attack, Sacred, Amphibian, Poison Resistant, Magic Being, Need Not Eat, Ethereal, Floating, Spirit Form, Spirit Sight and Magic Power 1. Planeswalkers are slow to recruit commanders. They have Astral 2 and a guaranteed chance to get 2 levels of an elemental path, a guaranteed elemental or astral random, and a rare elemental or astral random. They're very strong. Okay, now let's load up the showcase version. As you can see, there's a bunch of summons here. But before we talk about the actual summons, there are some national items. Heart of Air, Heart of Fire, Heart of Earth, Heart of Water, Heart of Magic. These are miscellaneous slot construction 3 items that provide the caster with 4 temporary gems. They make summoning all these elementals much easier, and they were based on the quest items from Might and Magic 8, aside from Heart of Magic that they just invented for completionism's sake. Also, in Conjuration 3 we have 3 spells that boost your elemental magic. Manifest Water Ancestry, Manifest Earth Ancestry, and Manifest Fire Ancestry. They are basically school shifted Phoenix power, Water power, and Earth power without the extra requirements. For example, Manifest Water Ancestry does not need to be cast underwater. The summons. Some of them come in cycles. For example, in Conjuration 2 we have the Beast cycle. There are 4 spells, each requiring 1 elemental path and 1 elemental gem to summon 2 beasts that summon Dust Devils for air beasts, summon rock beasts, summon fire beasts, and summon water beasts. This is Dust Devil. Quite small, weak, but still hard to damage. A lightning swarm attack, shock resistant, poison resistant, magic being, inanimate, need not eat, ethereal, mindless, flying, air shield 50, blind, storm power 2, overcharge 20, and storm immunity. The rock beasts are the most boring ones, just these dudes with 2 attacks, but they're fully amphibious. The fire beasts have a flame strike, that's an area of effect attack, and they also are ethereal and have a heat aura, but they're susceptible to cold. They also have firepower. These do not have any susceptibilities, but are not ethereal. And water beasts also are not ethereal, they have 2 crush attacks, underwater regeneration, all physical resistances, and no susceptibilities. In Conjuration 3 you have 2 spells that are outside of the cycles. Summon Storm Elemental is an Air 2 spell. For 1 gem you summon 1 Storm Elemental, who can cast Lightning. That's a natural weapon with a fatigue cost now. That's something new from the minions 6. And a small area shock that can disrupt spellcasting and all that. He is ethereal. He also has air shield 60, storm power 3, overcharge 40. Also in Conjuration 3 you get Malevolent Boulder, an Earth 2 spell. For 1 gem you summon 1 boulder. You may remember them from Might and Magic 8, they're absolute assholes. They can bite, they can launch boulders, and they can explode on death. Absolutely awful monsters to fight in that game. In Conjuration 4 you have 7 spells. The first one is the so-called Spirit Cycle. All of them require only 2 levels of an elemental path, air 2, earth 2, fire 2 or water 2, 1 gem, and they summon 2 spirits. Summon cyclones, summons 2 cyclones. These are air elementals with 2 lightning swarm attacks. They are ethereal, they have air shield 50, storm power 2 and overcharged 20. Summon earth spirit summons earth spirits with 2 shatter fist attacks. And basically no interesting special abilities. Summon fire spirit summons ethereal fire elementals with heat auras, firepower, and a fire shield. You should remember that in the latest patch for the Minion 6, fire shield now procs on misses, not only on direct hits. And the fire flare attack also has a fatigue cost and is an area effect. Summon water spirits has 3 attacks: crush, cold, and tail slap. And they also are amphibious and very hard to damage, physically at least. Then you have something of a cross-path spirit cycle. Summon ice spirits requires water 1, air 1. Summon energy elementals requires air 1, fire 1. And summon magma elementals requires earth 1, fire 1. The ice spirits have a ranged attack that launches 2 projectiles per attack, an ice bolt, armor piercing ice bolt, and that. They have a chill aura and ice protection 1. The energy elementals, they have 3 attacks, 2 lightning swarms and a single shot lightning strike. They are ethereal, overcharged 50. And resistant to shock and fire and poison. Magma elementals are resistant to fire, susceptible to cold, they have a heat aura and fire shield, and in addition to shatter fist they have flame strike. In Conjuration 5 you get summon psychic elemental, who are ethereal spirit form floating beings with O1. They are amphibious, blind, they have life drain and mind blast. In Conjuration 6 you get summon magic elemental. That's an Astral 2 spell. For 1 gem, for 1 pearl I mean. You summon a magic elemental who has a life drain and a stellar bolt. O1, ethereal, and a rare ability damage reversal. Ooh. Then in Conjuration 7 you get 2 ritual summons. All the former summons are battle summons. First, there is a Summon Charger spell. That's an Earth 3 spell for 15 gems. You get 1 Charger that is amphibious and very difficult to damage, has Trample and Shatter Fist, and very high stats. You also may remember them from Might and Magic 8. So they can just roll over stuff. And also in Conjuration 7 you get a Summon Sacred Phoenix, a Fire 4 spell. For 30 gems you summon 1 Sacred Phoenix, who has a Fiery Breath attack, Talons, Beak, Sacred, Fire Resistant, susceptible to cold, Magic Bead, and Immortal. Heat Aura, Flying, Fire Shield, Siege bonus 10, Patrol bonus 10, and Firepower. So they are quite strong, but the main thing is that they are immortal. Heroes. Where are the heroes? I forgot to include them here, so give me a second. Heroes. We have the first trio of magic elementals merged together. They are an NPC from Heroes Chronicles, the Master of the Elements. They have Astral 4, O1, all their resistances, ethereal, and damage reversal. So they are a very powerful Astral Mage. And Fairy King, a Glamour 3 Mage. That's a change from the Minions 5. That's an NPC from Might and Magic 7. Then let's take a look at the Pretenders. We only have 5 of them, 5 national ones. First one is the very expensive Omnimental, who has 3 attacks, Crush, Lightning, Swarm and Flame Strike, 4 starting paths, that's something none of the vanilla Pretenders have, Amphibian / Blunt Pierce resistant, Shock, Fire, Cold, Poison resistant, Magic Being, Inanimate, Need Not Eat, Trample, Blind, Inept Smith, Inept Researcher, and new magic path cost 100. Back in the day, in the first version, this pretender was overpowered. It got some nerfs, and people said that this time it's pretty much okay. And we have 4 messengers. The Water Messenger, who has Water 2, Cold Resistance, Chill Aura, Ice Protection, and an Icicle Fist. An Air Messenger with Air 2, Shock Resistant, and Overcharged, and Thunder Fist. An Earth Messenger with Earth 2, and Shatter Fist. And a Fire Messenger with Fire 2, Heat Aura, Fire Shield, and Fire Power. And Flaming Fist. As you can see, they are very cheap, but not very strong. So overall, this nation did see some play in the Minions 4 and 5, and I actually received a lot of positive feedback, which is kind of funny because I made this entire nation from the concept to the sprites to coding and everything in a single day. So thank you for watching. I hope this video is uploaded without any problems this time, and I'll see you next time.